Joelle, how lucky we are to have you. That was very interesting. And on to the next. We've got a packed program, so we have to move on. Next up, we're going to welcome Marc Mathieu, who is the co-founder of the Salesforce Emerging Studio, SVP of AI Transformation, and Vice Chair of the Salesforce Global Advisory Board. Marc is a storied business and marketing leader known for really humanizing Fortune 500 global brands. He's been CMO at Samsung, Unilever, Coca-Cola, and Danone. He's really an industry visionary who partners with Salesforce's C-suite customers to implement successful digital-first AI and emerging tech transformations. Here today, he's going to talk to us about human at the helm, leading in AI today, preparing for the AI of tomorrow. Please welcome Marc Mathieu to the stage.
Good morning and welcome. Welcome to the age of human at the helm. As we all know, we're at the brink of an AI revolution, a revolution that comes with all its excitement and also all the angst that come with any revolution. But this is not just any revolution. This is actually a revolution that is, as incredible and as powerful as the discovery of fire, or even the discovery of electricity. I know the closest that we all remember the times before electricity is actually, from historical movies or maybe from romantic dinners. But the reality is that when Edison invented the first commercial application of electricity, the ChatGPT of electricity, in reality, it completely changed the world. And this artificial candle and all those successive innovations that were about to come really completely changed everything. But at the beginning, we just thought, this is great, it's productivity. All those, in French we call them allumeurs de réverbères, all those people that used to turn the candles every night and turn them off every morning, now we're going to be able to get rid of them. Oh, that's great. That's actually good cost saving. So that was how we thought about it. And then when in 1936, President Roosevelt was actually created the Rural Electrification Act, we actually thought, well, it's about, bringing power to the people, power to the farmer, one farmer at a time, because that's who we were at that time. We were farmers. So, well, basically, that's what electricity was going to do for us. It's really when the electric appliances revolutionized the way we live that the electric revolution really came to fruition, powering, the American dream. And then the Henry Fords of this world really, changed it, for good, bringing electricity to factories who radically transformed how we work, how we do things, with the first moving assembly line and the $5 workday. Long were the days of replacing candles with light bulbs or, bringing power to the people one farmer at a time. From then on, electricity was about innovation and transformation, using electricity to radically transform how we work, how we live, who we are as an electrified society. And from then onwards, every innovation, every invention changed the way we live. The way we work, the way we communicate, the way we travel, education, health, you name it. Electricity was everywhere, the mother of all inventions. And we couldn't imagine living without it. In the structure of scientific revolutions, Thomas Kuhn, who is an MBA from science and physics, and also PhD from Harvard, explains how actually paradigms define the way scientific research and thought evolves. We hold to a paradigm that we believe is true for as long as you start to see anomalies or contradictions to comply with that paradigm. Electricity changed the paradigm of how we worked and lived before. I've always believed that to pay proper respect to the future, you need to pay proper disrespect to the past. And it's absolutely paramount that we look in the rearview mirror of our yesterday's past, electric past, to understand what are the new paradigms that are going to shape our society for an AI future tomorrow. There is not a lot of difference between those two charts. Are you showing the visuals? Sorry? Okay, thank you, because if you're not showing the visuals, then I'm telling you a story that I can see, but that you cannot see. So, did you see the visuals from the beginning? Okay, sorry. So there is not a big difference between those two charts. If you look on the left side, you basically have a candle that sheds light on all pre-existing information. It's quite powerful, but it still is a candle. On the right side, you have an electric bulb. It's actually creating the new every single time. And that means all pre-existing knowledge now is not only used just to be able to get it, to look at it, but actually to create, to generate new information. You said it before, I've worked for Coca-Cola, including leading the global icon, that's how we called it for the world. And I've always been fascinated by Andy Warhol. Of course, his fascination for Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, but also for Coca-Cola. He actually always was using his art in order to multiply the repetition of the same thing. Really thinking, at the end of the day, this is mass culture. And he celebrated it. All the Cokes are the same, and all the Cokes are good. There is no money in the world that can, give you a better Coke. The president drinks Coke, Liz Taylor drinks Coke, and you can drink it too. You keep not putting the slides on, so, okay, thank you for that, because and basically what he was celebrating was the paradigm of scale. And what the Industrial Revolution brought us was actually this idea that scale is who we are, scale is how we consume, it's how we manufacture, it's how we distribute, it's how we consume media and technology, products. And this paradigm is about to be gone forever and enter personalization, or I'd rather say intimacy, being personal. Because at the end of the day, that little ChatGPT, search bar is going to get us used to get everything we want, everything we need, uniquely personalized to us. Of course, the content, but also the design, the product, the distribution, the experience. We are going to get used to have everything personal. And that's going to be a radical paradigm shift. I only have 20 minutes, so I'm not going to go into each of the paradigm shifts, but another big paradigm shift is data. This is interesting. This is actually a org chart. It's the very first org chart that was done by a railway company. And the reason why they designed this org chart was exactly the opposite of how we use org charts today. It was not to create a structure of power that was a top-down corporate organization structure. It was actually to create a data distribution flow. a structure of empowerment to make sure that all the employees had access at the right time to the right data, the right information, to avoid train crash. So we have, completely turned around, because of our human nature, information is power, we've created all those silos. And data is about to get untrapped and to get unified, because guess what? The AI won't let it stay in silos. I mean, they are called large for a reason, and they have a large appetite for data. And they're going to find the data everywhere. So we're going to be forced, whether we like it or not, to untrap that data, because otherwise, the AI will not work. And, believe me, from what I know about human nature, we will make sure that we'll give them that data to make sure that they do that work for us. A lot of other paradigms are going to be changed. This is actually a picture from the 1927 Solvay conference. 60% of the people on this chart, you may recognize a few of them, were to become Nobel Prizes. This is how we've defined intelligence. That paradigm, too, is about to be redefined. And maybe the most important paradigm that's about to be changed is the paradigm of trust. Borrowing from the military, we have always thought that trust required a human in the loop, that we always needed, in a way, to be in control, because otherwise, how can I trust something? How can I trust someone? Well, that's a little bit like if you have a very good EA and you want to oversight every time she makes a booking or he makes an appointment or a trip. I mean, that's not really practical. So welcome to this new age of human at the helm. We're not going to be able to be in the loop all the time. We're going to need to be able to let go and trust, the AI to actually make sure that it takes the right decision and takes the right action for us. And this is probably the most radical change of all paradigms. And why do I say it's the most radical change? Because if we're going to have to become humans at the helm of a world largely powered by AI, it's going to force us to rethink, what we're going to do with the 30 or 60% of the time that the AI is going to free for us. And it's going to force us to rethink maybe the most fundamental question, which is, what makes us human? And what we're going to do with our humanity. It's going to force us to, learn again, to communicate with one another. It's going to force us to work together. It's going to force us to create. It's going to force us to get together and celebrate. It's going to force us, to connect. And hopefully, most importantly, and I really hope that the AIs won't do a better job than humans at that, it's going to teach us again how to care. Thank you very much. And for more information on Human at the Helm, please visit us on the booth or online. Thank you.